Welcome back to Evoldog's Corner. This is the Life Edition series, and today's topic is baby metal. So when it comes to music, sometimes I could be a little stubborn. It's not like I'm in my teens or my 20s anymore, where I'm constantly looking for new music. I'm at a point in my life where I'm happy and satisfied with the music I've discovered, and I'm not really actively searching for that new band or that new sound or the new artist. And I have my trusty playlist on my phone with over 5,000 songs, and that's all I really need. I don't need Spotify or other music apps to give me suggestions into what they think I should be listening to. Now, with that said, I heard about baby metal for the past 3-4 years on and off, and I guess they were really blown up in 2014, 2015. And personally, when I first heard about the word baby metal, I thought it was a genre. I didn't know it was an actual band. I thought it was one of those gimmicky sound fusions you get from Japan every now and then. And, they have this new sound called kawaii metal, and they're combining J-pop idols with heavy metal. And believe you me, this was one experiment I had no interest in listening to whatsoever. I just never got into J-pop. I do like pop music, don't get me wrong. Michael Jackson, the older Madonna stuff, Jim Steinman produced music. I just never particularly got into Japanese pop music. Now, the only two sounds that I really gravitate towards and identify with are punk and metal. I grew up listening to bands like X and Dead Kennedys, Black Sabbath, Iron Maiden, Guns N' Roses, which is a little more hard rock, like Jane's Addiction, my favorite band of all time. But of course, the more thrashier stuff like Metallica and Megadeth, Slayer. The only new metal band that I really got into was Slipknot with their self-titled album. But around 2000, I wasn't really particularly interested in the whole American metal scene, except for Iced Earth, because they were still doing that power metal, galloping power chord riffs that I really enjoyed. And around that time too, I ventured off more into European metal scene with bands like Arch Enemy and Dark Tranquillity, Blind Guardian, Children of Bodom, In Flames. They were doing the metal that I really preferred. But ever since then, I really haven't been actively searching for that new or awesome headbanging sound. But like I said, I really never got into J-pop or a lot of Japanese music for that matter. I did try to get into a band called Dirt and Grey when they were blowing up, but Slipknot was already fulfilling the demand for that type of metal. But not all is lost, because I did get into a band called Onmyaza. And Onmyaza, they're your traditional metal band with a female lead vocalist. And I only discovered them because they sang the theme song to one of my favorite animes of all time, Basilisk, with a song called Koga Ninpocho. And I don't speak Japanese, so I don't really know what they're talking about. They're probably talking about ninjas and black magic, which is fine by me. But the lead vocalist, Koroniko, man, she's got some serious pipes. Yeah, Onmyaza, great band. The other band that I got into or haven't listened to in a long time is a band called Loudness. And now Loudness, they were a Japanese metal band around the mid to late 80s, and they were huge, with songs like Crazy Nights and Like Hell, Clockwork Toys. They were awesome back then, but yeah, I haven't heard these guys in a long ass time. But that's pretty much the extent of my exposure to Japanese music. So let's jump to the present, and this was only a couple months ago, all right? So I was on YouTube, and there were some video recommendations on my feed about why Marty Friedman left Megadeth. Now, any hardcore Megadeth fan knows why he left the band. And that was because he wanted to one of the main reasons was because he wanted to pursue his passion in J-pop, right? And after watching the video, I really didn't learn anything new except the fact that the split was pretty amicable. Dave Mustaine didn't hold any animosity or resentment towards Marty splitting up from the band, so which was pretty cool. But after the video, there were other recommendations like Marty Friedman speaking Japanese. Now this I was really curious about because I wanted to see how good or bad his Japanese was. And obviously his Japanese is pretty good because the guy's a fucking genius, right? But during the interview, he mentions baby metal. And now I've heard about the word baby metal on and off throughout the years. And now Marty Friedman's talking about it. So this piqued my interest. But after the video, I still thought it was a genre. I didn't know it was a band still, right? But after a few weeks, when I literally had nothing better to do, jumped on YouTube and I was like, you know what, maybe it's time to really give this whole baby metal phenomenon a try and see what it's all about. So I jumped on YouTube and I type in baby metal. First video that pops up is obviously Gimme Chocolate with 60 million views. And I finally realized, okay, it's an actual band, 3 performers with a backup band that plays the actual metal. Now the song itself didn't really blow me away. Okay, it had some catchy choruses and the metal was pretty good, but for some reason the dancing caught my eyes. I mean, for some reason I was really digging this choreography, something I didn't think would work on me. I mean, metal, dancing, no way. But here it was. I was kind of mesmerized by this adorable dancing. But yeah, I didn't think Gimme Chocolate was that great of a song. Wasn't bad. Next video, the official video for Doki Doki Morning. Now I think this is the video that kind of got its hooks into me because yeah, the girls were really young here, but man, that J-pop stuff was catchy as hell and the metal riffs fucking worked. But it was more than just J-pop and metal. I mean, it had a great fusion of electronica and techno. Just the song was just really tight and really eclectic. Now, the next video was the official video for Karate, and I think Karate is one of the best shot, edited, and choreographed music video I've seen in a long ass time. I mean, that vocal by Sue Metal was just haunting, man. And yeah, the metal was good. The metal was really good, but the choreography, the way they incorporate karate into the actual dance, fucking genius. Great riffs, great vocals, great choreography. That, my friend, is baby metal. So I find myself for the next 6 to 8 hours just binging everything baby metal, from Ine to Magetsune to Akatsuki. I mean, I'm watching every music video multiple times. I'm watching the live performances, which is just spectacular. I'm watching all the baby metal reaction videos and the vlogs. I mean, it was just crazy and just insane because like I haven't been this obsessed with a band like this for a long ass time, and here I was in my early 40s just being captivated by these 3 Japanese pop idols singing and dancing over this awesome metal with this backup band dressed up in corpse paint. I mean, this was indeed the Twilight Zone. Hey guys, so this just came in a couple days ago and it's my Yui Metal Funko pop figurine, and yeah, it just goes to show how deep I'm in the Fox Den or down the rabbit hole with this whole baby metal stuff right now, and it's pretty crazy. And she's not in the box right now because she's already at work, displayed on my shelf. Yeah, this is some wacky kooky shit out here, man. So after this intense crash course in baby metal, the next day I had this crazy idea where I was thinking, you know, maybe I'm only attracted to this band because of their visual style, and they have a very unique look. You know, you got these 3 Japanese girls dressed up in Lolita outfits with the adorable tutus and the cami band with the corpse paint. I was thinking, you know, maybe the music isn't that great, but their visual fidelity is just enhancing the mediocre sound. So I had to put this theory to test, and so I bought both of their albums, naturally. And at work the next day, I just listened to nothing but baby metal. And by day's end, I could say without guilt or shame, I am a diehard baby metal fan because, man, that first self-titled album kicks so much ass. I mean, it's the arrangements with all the songs are just so fun, and it's just killer, man. I mean, there are no bad songs. There's good songs, and then there are great songs, you know. And yeah, these songs, you know, they're now on my constant playlist. I mean, they're sandwiched between Iron Maiden's Trooper and Slayer's Angel of Death. Now, if you don't already know baby metal, they are a band from the land of the rising sun, and they consist of 3 female J-pop idols. Sue Metal, who is the lead vocalist, and she sometimes also danced. And then you have Yui Metal and Mo Metal, who scream and dance, but they occasionally also sing and rap more than they actually scream. And then you have the Kami band that plays the actual metal. And at first I was like, this is a crazy experiment. I was very skeptical. I mean, I was like, how could you incorporate cuteness and dancing with headbanging? And boy, was I wrong, because this shit works. I mean, the arrangement works. And what surprised me even more is that baby metal isn't just about J-pop and metal. They incorporate a lot of other genre. I mean, you got electronica, techno, you got hip hop, reggae, industrial, punk, even dubstep. I mean, if they throw all this into the pot, and the songs are so much fun and just very exciting. And when was the last time like metal brought a smile to your face? Because metal can sometimes be a little too serious, and that shit just gets tiresome. But BABYMETAL, they just managed to always bring a smile to my face. And you know, I smile like a motherfucker watching these 3 Japanese chicks just rocking out an arena full of metalheads. And you're not gonna get a more diverse crowd than at a BABYMETAL concert, right? When I watch these live performances and I look into the crowd, I sometimes see a fan that is maybe 7-year-old to a fan that is maybe 70 years old, and it's quite astonishing. And it doesn't matter, because it seems like the average BABYMETAL fan, they just want to go to the concert and experience this incredible music with the amazing live performances. It's not an excuse to relieve pent-up aggression, and it's just quite beautiful. I look into the crowd and I see different age ranges, different nationality, different color, different gender, different people with taste in music, and it's quite a harmonious unity. And they're like the Wild Stallions, but for reals. I've heard some say that they actually enjoy the music, they just don't care about the dancing. Why not just get rid of the 2 extra girls? And I say then it ceases to be BABYMETAL. If you take Yui metal and Mo metal out of the equation, you just end up with a typical metal band with a female lead vocalist. And Sue metal, she's a great vocalist. But Yui metal and Mo metal, they bring the charm to BABYMETAL. The fluid interaction and the tight choreography between these 3 girls is the heart and soul of BABYMETAL. If you lose any one of these components, you lose the magic. Now, concerning the haters of BABYMETAL, their biggest gripe is that BABYMETAL is a manufactured product. Despite how good the music and performances are, they just can't get past this trivial nonsense, right? Good music is good music no matter how it's created, in my opinion. When I first heard of BABYMETAL and the fusion of metal and J-pop, Japanese pop, or pop music, I assumed it was going to have a sense of created by committee feel aspect to it, right? Because that's how most pop music are generally created, from the top down by a set of formulas. But I'm not going to argue the legitimacy of BABYMETAL. I think the music, performances, and the skills of the artists speak for themselves. Now, anybody who really listens to these albums understands that the music is coming from a genuine source of real talent and love of music as a whole. I don't think suits in a committee can come up with something this profound and inspirational, right? The right artists were put together, and I don't think this will ever be recreated. There's going to be knockoffs, certainly, but BABYMETAL will always be the first and the best. And so, hey, I hope you enjoy my thoughts on BABYMETAL. And before I go, I'm going to give my top 10 BABYMETAL tracks. And until next time, man, time to bounce. So after reviewing my list for my top 10 favorite BABYMETAL songs, I realized there was only one song from Metal Resistance. That just goes to show how great that first album is, and I didn't really want to omit any more songs that I've already selected, so I'm going to include one more track. So now this is going to be my top 11 favorite songs of BABYMETAL, and number 11, From Dusk Till Dawn. This is a fun track. It is one of their more different, more somber and atmospheric track, and it's pretty much Witcher 3 meets Enigma, and great vocals by Sue, and once again, fun choreography by Black BABYMETAL. This is a solid song. Uki Uki Midnight, Yuki Yuki Midnight, however you want to pronounce it. This is definitely one of their fun tracks, and I don't care about dubstep, but BABYMETAL knows how to incorporate dubstep into their music, and they make everything work. This song definitely works. When I first heard this song, I really didn't like it because I thought it borrowed way too much from Slipknot's Sick. It's pretty much that same riff, right? Which is an awesome fucking riff. But after just watching the live performances and just seeing how the girls interact with that contagious Catch Me If You Can dance, and it's got some pretty cool punk hooks to it too. Yeah, this song really grew on me. IDZ, or Ijame Dame Zetai, this is an epic metal song. You got dual guitars, Sue Metal's awesome vocals, and when the three girls perform this song live, I mean, the choreography is just so mesmerizing and powerful. And it's a song about anti-bullying, and no, this is just a really fantastic song. I fucking love this song. I think it's one of the better songs from Metal Resistance, and it's one of their heavier songs with some really great heavy guitar riffs, and of course, the double bass drum. But the vocals from Sue Metal in this song is just, I mean, it just demonstrates how powerful of a lead vocalist she really is at her age. And, the choreography is just stellar. I mean, just the way they incorporate karate into the actual dance move, pure genius. And I think it's one of the best music videos I've seen in decades. If Gimme Chocolate was a song that introduced me to baby metal, then Song 4 are one of those songs that introduced me to black baby metal. And it's really surprising because I'm glad that baby metal isn't just about Sue Metal being the lead vocalist. I mean, once in a while, they will give Yui and Mo Metal their time to shine in the spotlight, and this is one of those songs. And it's just an overall fun song. It brings a smile on my face when they have that reggae breakdown. It's just so silly fun, man. Yeah, this is a terrific song. Onodari Dachshund, or The Begging Operation. This is my favorite black baby metal song. It is so much fucking fun. And, here I am, a 40-year-old grown man listening to this song about young girls begging their daddy for money. It's bewildering how much I fucking love this song. But I love the arrangements. I mean, I love the metal. I love the catchy J-pop. And I really love the techno and electronica that they fused with this song. And I guess this song, it's a throwback to a Limp Bizkit song, which I did try out, and I just couldn't really get into it. But this song fucking rocks. Gimme Chocolate introduced me to baby metal, but Doki Doki Morning, I think this is a song that really got its hooks into me and got me to like baby metal. Because when I first saw the music video, I was like really digging it. I was like really surprised that I was actually getting into this arrangements of metal and J-pop and cute choreography. And the girls are really young in the video. And for some reason, I just wanted more. And this is a song that got me into baby metal right here. Megitsune, what more can I say about the song? I mean, it's almost perfect. I mean, if Doki Doki Morning is the song that got its hooks into me, Megitsune is a song that established me as a fan. I mean, this song is so fucking good. The metal is sharp. Sue's vocals are just haunting as hell, and the dancing by Yui and Mo, just stellar stuff. I mean, really killer moves. Yeah, and that Japanese folklore Sakura breakdown, I get chills every time I hear that breakdown, man. I mean, this song is almost perfect. Every great band needs that one defining rock ballad, and Akutsuki, this is that song for baby metal. I mean, this song is perfect. It's so good. The vocals, Sue vocals are just, I'm at a loss for words. I can't describe it. When I hear it, I just get transported to a different world, man. It's so beautiful, and just the musical arrangements. It's perfect. I mean, okay, this song, it's not my number one song because it's devoid of Yui and Mo. And, without them too, it's not baby metal. It's just another, traditional band with a female lead vocalist, right? So, but yeah, this could very well be one of my favorite songs of all time. Gimme Chocolate is a song that will define baby metal, but to me, Ine is a song that really represents what baby metal is. I mean, it is a song that has a well balance of metal and J-pop. I mean, the metal, the guitar riffs are sharp as hell. The J-pop is catchy as hell, and the choreography between Yui and Mo, I mean, they are so tight in the song. The dancing is so fun to watch. And I mean, when they go from a well-balanced metal and J-pop fusion, they break that shit down with hip-hop. I mean, it's as strange as shit. But when they bring that shit back with the death growls, I mean, the arrangement in this song is so much fun. This, to me, is the baby metal song, right? I mean, Ine